Hi, this is Ruy tc-helicon coming to you live from NAMM 2009. And right here we have what it can only be described as metal greatness, responsible for some of the best albums in thrash metal history. No further introduction is needed. Mr. Chuck Billy.
Hello.
Chuck, how you going?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Cool. Great to see you here. It's an honor. Your band is the reason I make music this day.
Well, thanks, man.
That's cool. So could you talk a bit about how your voice has evolved over the years?
I don't know if it's fault. I guess God. With anything you do, the more you do it, the more you get used to it, the more you train, and So I think I've now in my career, I think I've got a range from death vocals to being a little melodic.
Oh yeah.
3 different styles of voice. Just playing with throughout my albums. And I think like our last record we did, I think I found finally the voice that blends them all together.
On Formation of Damnation.
Formation of Damnation.
Great album.
So, just doing it, man.
How do you approach singing when it comes to touring live? Do you have any special rituals that you do to warm up, or?
Well, I took singing lessons years ago. She passed away, but I've been carrying her tape that she gave me. So I rehearse every day, about an hour a day, just doing warm-up stuff.
Gotcha.
Because especially as hard as our schedule is, sometimes we play every day,
right.
And to strain and push the voice that hard,
right.
You got to be ready for it, So I've been, put it this way, now that I'm a little older, I don't run hard all night long like
Gotcha.
I used to.
Gotcha.
It's more about taking care of myself, trying to, think about the performance or the show.
And now you're gearing up for Priest Feast, so
Yeah.
you're on there with Megadeth and Judas Priest.
Yeah.
What is that like touring with Halford, man?
Judas Priest guys are amazing guys. We toured them in the early 90s. And when we got back with them last summer, it was like a kind of a reunion. And it was nice to see them. And they take great care of us, really help us out. And it's just like the old days. We talk about what we've been doing over the last 15 years, and
Cool, man. So the reason that Chuck's here is to check out Voice Live 2. And with us also we have, to talk a bit more about the technical sides of things, Mr. Kevin Alexander, the head of tc-helicon. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, why am I taking the microphone from you? I don't need to do that. No, it's great. We've actually found in the last couple of years that we've been selling so much more to metal singers, and that's kind of new. Like the first people starting to use vocal effects were the acoustic singer-songwriter and things like that, and it's an important customer to us. And now we're finding all these metal people coming up and using effects. What kind of effects do you use when you perform live or even in the studio? What kind of sounds?
Well, for me, live, most importantly, is I'm always a singer that always has delay. And the problem I've always ran into is every delay unit I ever used doesn't stop after 2 repeats. They kind of continue on, or they crescendo down. And for me, I like a loud delay on stage. So I always had a problem where the delay would keep recycling and then start feeding back after a while. So I never really got it loud enough as I wanted to until I found the D1. And then after that, I moved into D2. But those units were the only units I've ever found that just gets my volume, gets the delay time for me. And that's the only thing I use. So I've been beating them up for years now, and now I'm looking at something that's hopefully gonna take the pounding, for next year. But it sounds something like that I could use, where I can control the stage. Because the rack mount unit, I can't control it. I'm always relied on somebody to do the taps, presets, all that. But now, something like this, I'm looking forward to it because I can really control the mute, the tap times, and as long as I get the repeats I need and cut it off, I'm happy,
I'm so glad. It's exciting to be doing a product that we know has stuff that you want to do. You want the certain sound, you want to be able to have control over it, whereas now you don't. And we were even talking about the MP3 input and the headphone input, like in a hotel room. Would you practice a bit? Or?
Yeah, that's great. That we do a lot of that. We do a lot of stuff on the bus and Pro Tools and our laptops. So something like this would be ideal for the back of a bus. All of us got a guitar playing through headphones, just jamming.
That's cool. Voice Live 2 in the back of a bus.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, and nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.